Hi there, my name is Meghan Norris. I'm an associate professor and undergraduate chair in the Department of Psychology at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario. In this video, I want to lean into a challenge that students and really all of us are facing in a time when we have information all around us. We have websites, we have social media, we have books, we have newspapers, we also have generative AI, and it can be hard to know when a resource is trusted, valid, peer-reviewed, scholarly. In this video, I want to show you some tips and tricks to make sure the information that you're accessing is of the quality that you are hoping to find. I'm going to be working in the Google ecosystem in this video. I'm system agnostic. Google is just a helpful tool and one that many of us are familiar with, but the tips and tricks should generalize to any ecosystem. Let's jump right into it. Oftentimes, if we have a question, we go to our web browser of choice and we type in what we're looking to learn about. In this case, I'm going to go in and I'm going to put in mental health of high performers. Google is going to give me lots of information. It's going to try to help me with an AI overview. It's going to link me to a variety of different sources, including some websites and YouTube, might send me to WebMD. And I can scroll down and get links to more websites, sometimes blogs, and so on. When I'm in an academic context, this can be helpful, but not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for generally academic, scholarly, peer-reviewed research. Currently, I am situated on the Queen's campus in Kingston, Ontario, and I am connected to the Queen's library system through my VPN. Because I am connected to a library, I have access to my library resources through a generic search engine like Google Scholar. This is really helpful. I can put in my exact same search terms, and it's going to link me out to academic journal articles. This is important. When I'm working in a scholarly context, I don't want somebody to summarize something for me. I want to go look at the primary source itself so I can evaluate the methodology used and the conclusions that are made. So for example, I can come down here and open a paper, confirm that it is indeed a real paper, and have a read. So I can see that this was published in the International Sport Coaching Journal in 2018, and I can have a read through. Notice this is not a summary. This is me reading the primary research. In an academic context, this is what is expected and really what is required to help us keep science rigorous and grounded in the data. So we don't want other folks summarizing for us. We want to go find that original research. Again, I'm on Queen's campus, so I'm really lucky I can go directly to my library's website and do the same search here again. This is going to, again, focus me into an academic context, and I come through, it's going to tell me what's peer-reviewed, what's open access, whether I can get it online, and so on. Again, it's really important to know that just because you're searching in an academic framework does not mean that the work is of the quality you are hoping for. The human always has to stay in the loop. This is part of why you're in training, to learn how to critically evaluate and determine the value of papers and whether or not we should build policy from them, whether we need more research, whether maybe we need to tweak the methodology, maybe we have questions about generalizability. Lots of questions can come up, but we need to be in that original research to be able to grow and develop those ideas. I am very biased in that librarians and library teams are, I think, some of the most important folks around. Anytime you have a question about, is this source valid? Is this peer reviewed? I encourage you to go to a library team. They may not be experts in that discipline, but they can speak to you about the rigor of a journal. They can speak to you about whether something is peer reviewed or not and what that might mean. And they can help you to find research if that's what you're looking for. If you're not at Queen's, that's okay. I'm going to be bold and say librarians everywhere are pretty helpful folks. So head on into your public library if you have questions tied to a search. Especially at a time when information is flying quickly, it really is our responsibility to ensure that we're doing due diligence in searching those original papers, verifying that they exist, and then critically evaluating for their quality. There are cases where generative AI is trying to be really helpful and it's been creating fake references. That doesn't help us. That doesn't lead to good quality science and actually can lead to real problems in science. So it is the responsibility of all of us to make sure that we're doing our professional due diligence, checking those references, going right to the source, and then critically reading and evaluating the methodology. Ideally, we're going to take high quality research that exists and develop it into policy and programs and future research. So thank you for being part of the team as we move science forward together. Have a great day.